I'm Armadillo Andy, and today we're going to give you a primer on racing communications, radio systems. Now this is a primer. There's a lot of details that we could go into, but I want to keep this video fairly short. And if you have specific questions, you can give me a call or you can send an email, and we'll have maybe a part 2 or part 3 where we go into some of the details. So first off, let's talk about the radio system, beginning with the radios. Now there's two types of radios that you'll find in race cars. First is a mobile, and a mobile is a rectangular looking radio box that's hardwired in the car. Not too many people have mobile radios, but that's what sits in the car. The other type is a portable system, which is a handheld radio. This is what we see most people have, and one of the radios will go in a radio box in the car, and then the crew member will have a radio. And with the mobile system, the hardwired one is in the car, but the crew member will also have a portable radio. Also in radios, we have two types. We have digital and analog. Most everybody uses analog. They're a little bit less money. Quality is good, but it allows you to scan the different frequencies. So, for example, in pro racing, analog radios are almost mandatory because there's people selling scanners so that the fans can listen in. You can't listen in with a digital system unless you know the specific frequency that's being used. So, if you want privacy and you want to spend a little more money, then get a digital system. But for the most part, even the pros use analog radios. Okay, well, let's talk about what's in the system itself. So you get two radios and two chargers. That's pretty basic. Of course, the radios have batteries with them, so they need so you can charge the batteries. Now, for the car, one of the radios goes in the car, and the systems usually come with a small neoprene holder, but if not, you can spend a little bit of money and get a nice aluminum box, which you can mount to the roller, not mandatory. So now the radio is in the car, and you have to connect the radio up. So you need a car harness. The car harness will go to the radio. It'll go to a push-to-talk button, and one of the ends will go to the driver himself. Also in the car, you should have an antenna, although some systems will work without one, but I don't recommend it. And so with the antenna, you also have a little antenna adapter which would go to your radio to the antenna cable. Here's your push-to-talk button. Of course, this is a little button that the driver pushes when he wants to talk, and he releases it, then he can listen to what the crew is telling him. That's the system for the car. Now the driver himself, well, he needs a microphone, and there's also a hookup for his earbuds or his hearing, so the microphone goes inside the helmet. Then the driver will have his little foamies that go in his ears, and this little system plugs into the microphone, and then the microphone itself, of course, plugs into the car harness. So when you get in and out of the car, you just unhook from the car harness, and then you can get out. Now, the crew member has a headset. The headset has a little push-to-talk button right on one of the earpieces. There's a cable that goes from the headset down to the radio, which is usually on a belt, and these systems come with a nice belt. So the crew guy plugs in his belt, puts in the radio, hooks up to the headset. That's it. That's your primer. Now, a good system will come with a little carrying case, typically an aluminum case or something nice so you can keep all your parts together. But that's all the pieces that you have in a radio system. And when we go to part 2, I'll talk about some of the specifics, the pros and cons of certain pieces, and some options. Hey, I hope you got a lot out of this today. Again, if you have specific questions, give me a call or wait till next week when we talk about, again, some specifics. Thank you very much.